Okay, students, we'll discuss about different kinds of spectra. So, line spectrum of hydrogen. So, when the electromagnetic radiation that is interacting with either atoms or molecules, these atoms or molecules absorb energy and reaches to higher energy state. Since higher energy states are stable for a short period of time only, they return back to lower energy state by emitting radiation. So that like that we can obtain the emission spectrum. To observe this emission spectrum, the substance will be either heated or irradiated, that means by passing light or other electromagnetic radiation. So the spectrum that is obtained from the emitted radiation of a substance is known as emission spectrum. But the spectrum that is obtained by passing by or by absorption of radiation is known as a emission spectrum. So this emission spectrum has bright bands or lines on dark background. So that is about emission spectrum. See here, the emission spectrum is consisting of, see here, this is a bright lines on, this is a dark background, on dark background. So that is the uh, about emission spectrum. Whereas absorption spectrum, see here, this absorption spectrum is having dark lines, this is a bright background. So that is a basic difference between emission spectrum and absorption spectrum. So if you see the difference between absorption spectrum and emission spectrum, so absorption spectrum is produced by absorbing of radiation, by absorption of radiation, whereas emission spectrum is produced by emission of radiation. So this absorption spectrum is containing what? Dark lines on bright background, whereas the emission spectrum is containing the bright lines on dark background. So how this absorption spectrum is produced? So this is produced by absorption of radiation, by, that means by exciting an electron from lower energy level to higher energy level, whereas emission spectrum is corresponding to the radiation when electron is coming from higher energy state to ground state. So whereas absorption spectrum is always discontinuous, so that this spectrum may be discontinuous. So here we are seeing the different emission lines of sodium, that is D1 and D2 of sodium atom, and these are the different absorption lines of sodium, that is D1 and D2 of sodium. So the emission line is due to de-excitation of electron, that is moving from higher energy state to lower energy state. So see here, the sodium is giving two bright yellow lines, that is D1 which is 5890 Armstrong units and D2 that is 5896 Armstrong units. So these are the two different lines, that is yellow lines that are given by sodium. So what is spectroscopy? So the study of emission or absorption spectrum, whatever the spectrum, if you are studying either emission spectrum or absorption spectrum, that branch of spectrum is known as spectroscopy. So the band spectrum is due to the vibration or rotation of molecules. So these band spectrum is the characteristic spectrum of molecules, whereas line spectrum is the characteristic of atoms. So that is the difference between emission spectrum and band spectrum. So emission line spectrum is the characteristic of atoms, whereas band spectrum is the characteristic of molecules. So each element is having unique line emission spectrum. So the characteristic lines in the atomic spectrum, how, why we are using this spectrum means it can be used in the analysis to identify unknown atoms, to identify unknown atoms, similar to the identification of how the fingerprints are useful to identify. So in the same way, this spectrum is useful to give the analysis of unknown atoms. So elements like lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, and cesium, barium, strontium. So they were identified by their specific colored emission line spectrum. So in the visible region. So this is the visible spectrum, that when this visible white light is passed through a prism, that is converted into different component colors. So that phenomenon is known as a dispersion. So see here, white light, the dispersion of white light is being done into different colors in the visible region, that is VIBGR. That is VIBGR. So what the light that is obtained by the sample of hydrogen atoms when they are passing through a prism and separated, we know that each color is having different wavelengths, so that is separated into different colors, that is VIBGR in the visible region. So when white light is passed through unexcited, so that means which is not excited, that is atomic hydrogen, the transmitted light and is lacking in intensity. Intensity and the same wavelengths are observed in emission spectrum. So that is about the thing. So when we see the differences between line spectrum and band spectrum, so see here the line spectrum has sharp, distinct, well-defined lines. So single lines, it is observed in the form of single lines, whereas the band spectrum, because band spectrum is formed by molecules, so band spectrum has many closed lines. So see here the line spectrum is the characteristic of atoms, and that spectrum is known as atomic spectrum, whereas band spectrum is the characteristic of molecules and is otherwise known as molecular spectrum. So if you see the difference, line spectrum is due to transition of electrons, so that means changing or movement of electrons in an atom, whereas the band spectrum is due to vibrations and rotations of atoms. And this particular line spectrum is given by either inert gases and metal vapors and atomized nonmetals. That means which are converted into atomized non-metals, whereas the band spectrum is given by hot metals and molecular non-metals. So hydrogen spectrum. So if you are considering all the spectrums, the hydrogen spectrum is the simplest hydrogen spectrum. Why I am considering it as simple means because it is consisting of single electron only. But if here we are not considering hydrogen atom, so we are considering hydrogen gas. When this hydrogen gas is subjected to electric discharge at very low pressure, a bluish light is obtained. When this light is passed through a prism, a discontinuous line of several sharp lines are obtained. Sharp lines are obtained. Later, we are considering the hydrogen spectrum. So these hydrogen molecules dissociate and different hydrogen atoms emit the different electromagnetic radiation of different frequencies or wavelengths. So all these wavelengths lie in different regions, either ultraviolet region or visible region or infrared regions of electromagnetic spectrum. So though it is containing single electron in it, so because we are considering hydrogen molecule, this is consisting of number of hydrogen atoms, and they observe different radiations, and these energy levels gives rise to different series of spectrum. So all these lines observed are categorized into generally 5 or 6. So Humphrey series is also added. The spectral lines are Lyman series, which falls in ultraviolet region, Balmer series, visible region, Paschen series, near infrared region, Brackett series, middle infrared region, and Fund series and far infrared region, and Humphrey series is also the infrared region. So see here, so this is about the pictorial representation of hydrogen spectrum when the radiations are falling from higher energy level to first energy level. So this is the first energy level. So that series is known as Lyman series. Second energy level is Balmer. Third is Paschen. Fourth is Brackett. Fifth is Fund, and sixth is Humphrey, and so on. So this is the pictorial representation. This also represents the series, hydrogen series. So what is Lyman series? When electron is falling from higher energy level to the first energy level, so that is n1 is equal to 1, so that series is known as Lyman series. So this Lyman series falls in the ultraviolet region, that is UV region. Well, coming to the Balmer series, the electron falls from higher energy level to the second energy level, that is N1 is equal to 2. And Paschen series, so it is falling from higher energy level to N1 is equal to 3. So this is falling in the infrared region. Bracket series, so when electron jumps from higher energy level to fourth energy level, that series is known as the bracket series, which is falling in the mid infrared region. And fund, so it is falling to the fifth energy level, that is far infrared region. So sixth, that is Humphrey series, that is also falling in far infrared region. So Rydberg proposed a formula to find out the wavelengths of various hydrogen lines in the spectral series. So this is the formula. We know that nu bar is inversely proportional to the wavelength. So nu bar is equal to 1 by lambda. So that is equal to R. So this is nothing but Rydberg constant into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. So if a electron is falling from fifth energy level to ground state, so how many spectral lines are obtained? So this is the formula to calculate the number of spectral lines produced. So this is sigma delta n is equal to sigma n2 minus n1. What is n2? That higher energy state, that is 5. n1 is the lower energy state, that is 1. So sigma 5 minus 1, that is sigma 4. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So that is total number of lines that are produced when electron is jumping from fifth energy level to first energy level. So the total number of spectral lines produced are 10. So this is the electronic transition where is taking place when electron falls from the fifth energy level to first energy level. So that I will conclude this session. In the next class, we'll discuss about the quantum numbers.